You feeling okay today? Today I will represent the professional and personal development of our group. First of all, let me introduce our member. First member, Nick, and secondly, Fan, and third, Imran Deli, and for last one is myself and Twatansa. This is all of the content that we will cover today. Firstly, we will explore about the crop experiential learning cycle. The secondly is the challenge of youth that they will face when they are trying to develop in terms of personal and professional development. The third one is solution for solve those that challenge. For the fourth and fifth one, it's going to be action step for the academic and professional development. The final part is question and conclusion. Let's start into the crop learning cycle. Allow me to show you a short video about crop learning cycle.
Hi guys, the result for now is really disappointing.
Don't be bad, guys. Let's reflect on our routine.
What should we do?
Goals reflecting cycle can help. First, we are having a complete experience.
Oh, then, we want to reflect and observe it.
We should make abstract conceptualization.
Yeah, then we will actively experiment by putting theory into practice.
And these are
The first days of crop experiential learning cycle.
And that's a crop learning cycle. I hope you enjoy it. And let's jump to the challenge of youth in terms of professional and personal development. The first challenge that I want to talk about is the culture shock. The culture shock happens when someone arrives in the new environment. You will see on your right hand side, first stage is honeymoon. Honeymoon happens with the excited feeling. When the excited feeling overcome everything, and when someone disappointed about the new environment until drop the adjustment until the crisis point. This crisis point adaptation and adjust ability will working until the recovering. And the last step is adjustment. In the adjustment, you feel like this is new home on the new country. For the next one is financial step. For financial is a big deal for every people. For me personally, is show up on my front door until I plan to study abroad. For the next one, with feeling homesick. Feeling homesick is happen for every international student. For myself, I live in the UK. I came here alone. I don't have any friends for the first time. This is a challenge that I face for my personality. For the next one, language difficulty. Language difficulty, when I first time arrived in UK, I don't understand what they're talking about at all. Yeah, maybe the language, maybe the accent, whatever. But this is a challenge that I face for myself. As for the first time, I have to sitting very quiet in class because I don't understand what they're talking about. For the finally is making friends. Making friends for the international student and youth is very important. When you have the social life, the friend can be the good way to overcome the challenge is also. To overcome the challenge, my friend is going to be give a solution for that.
Okay, thank you. Don't worry, I will find out for you the solution. And there are many solutions, but our teamwork decided to decide for the three main solutions. Why we choose academic skill is one of the solutions. As an international student, I think it's quite new for our method of studying. So, being good in performance in studying, you will feel comfortable, you will feel more confident to make more friends, and you will enjoy on your journey to being the student life. But life is not only study. I know that your guys have many difficulties, and we all come from developing country. So maybe money is really good solution for our life. And I know that like to have a job, to find a part-time job here is quite difficult. So improving employability and job searching skill is kind of important and a kind of challenge for our life. But why we put the time management as the kind of final solution? Because it's kind of challenge between like studying and the social life. And if we want to play well on the how to study well and have a part-time job, we need to have a good time management. Let's sum in the detail. What is the time management? So the big challenge for time management is like the urgent are not important, but the important are not urgent. So what should we do? We should to write down every start, every mission that we should to do every day or next month or next week. So when you write down, you should to put on the matrix management, like what is the, I think it's about 4 columns. The number 4 columns you should to try to delete because it's not important, it's not urgent. But the key thing here, this is a column 2, very not important but not urgent. Try find out a strategy to put every work on this column 2. But the column once is urgent and important, try to limit that. How's the key strategy for good time player? Every people just have a 24-hour. White room can be president, and same as the president. Then why we are here and we cannot present on president on some country? I think it's kind of good player time and it's good solution for our dreaming come true. And let's moving on to the academic skill. I know that as like 10 years ago, it's my first time to study in France. It's kind of hard, like everything is new. And how to adapt to the university life by academic skill, like researching, critical thinking, teamwork, problem solving, presentation. But for me, the most important thing for me, I think, is critical thinking that we should to apply to go through another skill. With critical thinking, we can put more questions. We have a 5 W and 1 how. Should we put a question on the tutor or the Smith to teaching on our seminar? If we believe 100%, we should to make the question. And I think Smith will be open to accept that and we will more the chance to get deeper knowledge. If what we get, we are improving on the academic skill. Good to put more questions. And for the next one, I want to talk about the job searching skill because it's here is so much expensive. I stand up. Honestly, to be here, some people thought that being student at university and UK, we should to be like worst one in the family because it's quite expensive. But we have a part-time job. Even UK allow us to do like 20 hours per week. It's illegal. Why don't you find a job to get the facility dealing with the financial problem, making new friends, get to travel to discover more UK, and maybe like making new friends too. And I do remember when I was friend in past 10 years ago, I don't have a new clothes to wear. I think it's not comfortable. But we don't find a job. We have a more opportunity to do in UK. And the last recommendation, this book I took from Sandra Lester, but I did the second one. No, this one from Sandra Lester, but this one I read 10 years ago. The two books is very helpful. And it's really helpful for young generation to dealing with their problem. And I believe that we have more chance, we are equal 24 hours, and we have a more opportunity in UK. We are equal on some term. Life is not equal, but we are equal on terms of time. So let's learn and try to practice. And I hope that like yoga here is like, I see myself at part 10 years ago, honestly. I think, I really hope, I'm thankful like you are today to say that we are more chance to do our dream come true. But this the personal, it's a general problem, but for our teamwork, for development, how we can dealing with the challenge in that academic skill, let's continue to need to help me to find out this question for you.
Thank you, Fan. Before we embark on the journey of the challenges that we face in the academic skills, any of you in the room would want to highlight what is the most important thing that you would want to highlight when you hear the term academic skills? Anyone? Any volunteer? Okay, moving on. I'll take you through what our team has come up with, certain challenges that we would like to encounter in the ambit of academic development. The first and the foremost is time management. As Fan, my friend, has already mentioned how essential it becomes for us to manage time. All of us are here, mostly international students. we are also working part-time to support ourselves. At the same time, we are pursuing the best foot forward for the academic development. We want to ensure that at least we look for a distinction, and at the same time, we have to manage our personal lives. We are all away from home, and that is something that plays on our mind to manage our personal items, including food, groceries, laundries, you name it, the list is endless. But if we effectively manage our time, ensure that what is the most urgent piece, what comes next, and what is not something that we would want to focus on, will ensure that we have the most of our time in the 24 hours of the day. Another important aspect, especially when we are talking about a diverse culture of students, a diverse setting of students, like some are from Pakistan, some are from India, from Southeast, Thailand, Vietnam, Tunisia, you name it, we have those country nationalities away. So it becomes very important to break down those cultural barriers, ensure that we have that cultural sensitivity that we build. And most importantly, what we have to kind of go beyond is what we see explicitly, what is reflected in our colleagues' behavior. We have to go a level deeper. We have to understand the beliefs and the values where they could be coming from. That will help us broaden our understanding and also develop a better cultural sensitivity for us. And Hosted had summed up this very well, followed by Morgan, who also focused and gave us a diagram to better understand. Which, if we want to understand, we can also connect separately on this piece. Another essential aspect of any academic setting, in fact, currently in the professional setting itself, we talk a lot about teamwork and collaboration. What does it mean? We come together as a group for an ultimate objective that we want to achieve. That is the stage where we kind of get into a team forming stage. Then we come with our own beliefs, our own experience, our own learning, and we come together as a team. We do a bit of brainstorming. We let some ideas go which we hold dearly but are not the best for the ultimate objective that we want to achieve as a team. When all of these things are done, we come to the norming stage, where we essentially keep away our differences. We focus on the common objective that we would want to achieve, and now we have a set tone as a team on how we are going to achieve it. The next stage is the performing stage, where we actually start performing and deliver as a team. The last but not the least is a joining stage, what we also call mourning, because it's kind of sad to see the teamwork, all the time that we have spent as a team coming to a conclusion, albeit a fruitful one. But at the same time mourning, because we are sad to see ourselves go. It's like letting go of one of our own babies that we have nurtured so far. Another important aspect for academic development is communication, but not just communication, it's effective communication. What we also have to ensure is, it's not about just a mere transmission of knowledge. It's also about establishing a relationship between the encoder and the decoder, which is the sender and the receiver of the message. There are certain steps that we use to achieve that. We identify an information source, ideally as an encoder. Then we use the right channel for communicating the message that we would want to. And then eventually the message is received by the decoder, which is the destination. But an important aspect in all of this is eliminating the noise, especially in our context, where when we were preparing this presentation, the noise in our context was psychological. We were coming from different backgrounds. We had to ensure that we let go of certain things, do a bit of learning, do a bit of unlearning, and then finally arrive at where we are currently. Last but not the least, again, is it becomes essential in an academic setting, also later in professional settings, your writing skills, especially your academic writing skills. We have multiple avenues as students to be supported on that front, especially from our library. If you go there at the library, they have multiple training sessions throughout the week, and all of us as students can take advantage of that. For the professional development piece, I would like to invite Emaine to take over from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. So our next topic is our professional development as a team. So like everyone says, we really need to find a good paying job now. So first thing, we need to apply to a job. So let's improve our applications. In our PPD class, we learned how to write an ATS-friendly CV, which means that the CV will be read by a machine, by AI. So we really need to understand how this works and adapt our CV. there are tools online. So, for example, JobScan is a free tool online where you can compare your CV to the job offer and see if it is adapted to the, and if you can send it or not. Of course, you need to customize your CV to the offer, since it is every offer is different. Add a cover letter only if it's necessary. We will see why. Sometimes it's a waste of time. And look for the sectors that are most in demand. So why it is important to focus your efforts when you look for a job. So here are some important numbers. Aim for around 15 applications per week. It's a lot. Every application takes a lot of time and effort, but it will be worth it in the end. So if you are jobless, Indeed recommends that you give it 4 to 6 hours a day. Of course, if you are working full-time or a full-time student like us, probably you only can do it during your free time or your day off. It takes almost 3 to 6 months to find a job, which means that you really need to be patient. Why networking is important? It can help you find a job or a better job if you wanted to change careers. So through LinkedIn, share posts, update your LinkedIn profile. All this we already saw in our PPD class. Pay attention to details. No details are too small, so everything that you can do for your application can help. So for example, if you see that there is a software or a language, so we talked about language difficulties. It's a disadvantage, but also it's an advantage. Speaking multiple languages can help you find a job. Research the company, do your homework, like they say. Keep track of your applications, don't apply to the same job twice. It doesn't look good with the employer, and try not to apply to 2 different jobs at the same company. It doesn't look good either. Follow up with reminders, calls, emails. That's okay to contact the employer and seek feedback if you're not taking it. Be open to the idea of learning new skills. An MBA might not be enough. So I'm taking my example and Nick's example. We both come from HR. And while we were looking for jobs in the UK, we noticed that you would need a CIPD certification. So going back to our matrix, CIPD certification might not sound like it's urgent, but it's very important. So we need to prioritize that in the near future. To conclude this presentation, we wanted to emphasize the lifelong learning. All this will not have any sense if we stopped learning. All these actions are not finite. Our MBA should not be like the ultimate goal. We should aim for learning, improving all the time, even if we find a job, even if we graduate. It should never stop. We also wanted to finish with this quote: stop dreaming and start doing. Thank you, everyone. We have time for questions if you have any questions.
Fantastic. Anybody? Yeah?
No?
No?
Yeah, they
Me
covered.
too.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely stumped. Well done, guys.
Yeah.
All right.